one of the things I don't understand about this gun is availability. Now, we know that they're all over the other side of the planet, right? Now, I mean, I heard, like I said, there was some import issue with getting DshKs into the U.S., parts kits and whatnot. The 50 cal on the M20, paid $800 for that. Granted, that was a long time ago. This one too was $2,100, and just got it in. I've heard stories as much as 5,000. Well, no, even more than that. We were at the last gun show, and there was one guy that had a demilled one just like this one. Just basically a show gun. What for me accounts to tank bling. It doesn't work or anything like that. They drill the barrel out and everything, all welded up on the inside. But still, he wanted, oh yeah, I'll sell you my DshK for $10,000. Now, that was a surprise for me. I never really cared much about this gun until I got the tank. And why would I? I just simply didn't have an interest in it. We all have our own thing, right? But once I got the tank, I figured, okay, well, let's get the right gun that goes up top here. And when I started looking around, let me back up. So I got the tank in 2017, and there were a few kits available at the time, but I'm not one of these rich tank owners. I pretty much, that was my limit, getting the tank and transportation, getting it over here and everything too. But then after that, you start getting the other various parts and stuff that it needed. And now when I went after the DshK, it was very frustrating, and a lot of my buddies can tell you too. There was one not too long ago, just about a month ago, bid on a barrel, a drilled barrel, not even a live barrel, just it drilled and everything. Because I figured, okay, maybe we can put one together. I had another cut-up receiver as well too, and I figured, okay, and I was going to go, all right, $600. That was going to be my max for this thing, and it ended up on Gunbroker going for like $720, $730, something like that. Of course, you're going to have shipping on top of that, so you're probably closer to $800 when it's all said and done. And I guess that most likely I'm just cheap and absolutely refuse to spend that much on what amounts to, like I said, tank bling or a fake barrel. You can't make it live, like they're all drilled up and everything. And so when I found this one overseas, and I had to go through all the, Form 6 stuff and the International Import Certificate, and it takes a while, but they're still available. It's not like you can't get them, but when guys here in the U.S. want that, what for me, I think is a ridiculous amount of money for these things, when they're still available, still could be purchased. Here's proof right here. Like I said, $2,100 for a fake gun, and the only thing I can come up with is I'm just simply cheap. I'd rather wait the time, do the paperwork, and get one of these. And on top of that, I've already found a couple more too that I can get for maybe even a little bit less. I'm not a FFL dealer or anything like that, so I really have no interest in doing that. I may get one more, maybe two more, because I plan on getting more tanks and stuff as well. There's T-72s I got an eye on and stuff like that. But I know that those are even, there's the new modern version of this that are going on those tanks as well. So I'm not sure yet if I'm actually going to go after another one of these or the some of the newer versions. Again, I'm just surprised. If you guys are out there looking for one, don't bother with anybody in the U.S. First of all, if they have one and they do want to sell it, they're going to want some crazy amount of money, and they're just not worth it. Especially since, if I'm Joe Blow off the block and I can do the paperwork and get one of these in, all of you guys can too if you want to get one of these things. So I'm sorry to all you other guys out there that think that you have a gold mine. You don't. So it's kind of frustrating for me, getting ridiculous prices like that. I'm okay with bitching and whining about it. I don't care. I found one for cheaper anyway. And for those of you out there that want to get one and you can't afford, or absolutely like me refuse to pay what amounts to a ridiculous amount of money for these things, then yeah, go look for them. I found it. You can too.